smoke that you, fam.
Smoke that, you fam.
Somebody gonna bleed in your family, Crody?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was speaking of smoking
where's my chain?
pools. Okay.
Hit record. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
need
was
to
just reaching around the other side of the wall to get my chain.
reaching around. Anyway, should I repeat what I was just talking about?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
I'm gonna throw it back out there. I was cutting this guy's hair, right? I'm trying to make small talk. I try to do that with all my clients because I hate a nice 30 minutes of just silence. And that really gets me not going. So I try to find something to talk about. I was like asking, like, "Hey man, where are you from?" This dude says, "Philadelphia." And I was like, "Oh man, like the show." And he goes, "Yes, Always Sunny in Philadelphia." I was like, "Dude, that's literally one of my favorite shows of all time." And he goes, "I'm not a big fan of Danny DeVito, so I don't really watch it that much." The U has been smoked, fam, at that point.
He cheesed you, fam. He cheesed you.
He cheesed me
Makes
big
me
time.
sick to my stomach, fam.
He cheesed me big time where I believed in one thing, found out another, fam. No, is what I say. Get out of my chair, fam. Go hit the streets, fam. Go find haircut from the guy down next door, fam. You made me sick to my stomach, fam.
Heard Aubrey
Bro-
is looking for a new career change. So
He already has his career, and it is not good, fam.
It is
Not
professional barbecue food because he is cooked. Cooked.
How can your profession be what you are, fam?
Oh, don't fucking cheese me, fam. You heard me. You heard what I said, fam.
No,
You heard what I
Crody,
said,
already
Crody.
told you what I said.
Crody. Listen, fam. Listen, fam. Fam. You heard me. You heard me, Crody. You heard me.
I hear it with both ears, fam, but you still made me sick to my stomach, Crody.
Am I
So,
speaking? Am I
to be
speaking
honest-
gibberish, fam?
No, Canadian. Close, but
close. Close, Crody. But not close enough. Why are you drinking out of a big ass?
A beer
it's
stein.
just
I'm
shaped
drinking.
like a boot.
Sorry, I'm drinking a beer out of a beer stein. Let me.
No, it was a seltzer. Don't lie.
It's a beer. That's about.
You said
That's
it
a
was
beer.
no. You said
Seltzer is a beer. Seltzer is a beer.
Oh.
I
Oh.
drink those every day,
Oh.
Adrian, and I want to tell you this: they're not beers, dude. They taste.
They're
good.
not beers.
They taste good. and
I
they're
know your
enjoyable,
favorite
Crody.
beer company makes seltzers, but they are completely different things.
You like Bud
Okay,
Light, Crody?
you know what? I'll agree with you guys on that one. The definition is very specific. That it's
You looked it up, fam.
just to make
Wow.
sure
You're
to
already
see if
smoked.
seltzer falls
You
under.
already
But seltzer
smoked.
isn't.
Getting smoked, you.
Seltzer isn't made
You
with
already
hops.
smoked.
I don't. Oh no, I think it's made with hops. I don't think it's made with barley. That's why.
I need
Wouldn't
to
be
max
technically a
swing.
beer. No, it's,
I need to max swing.
I'm gonna hit Google again. Let me just ask that question straight up.
No,
Go ahead.
okay.
Ask
Is
Google,
a
fam.
seltzer?
Prove me right, fam. Prove me right more than big things, fam.
Seltzer falls into the category of flavored malt beverage because it's brewed and fermented from a sugar source that, when paired with yeast, creates alcohol, the same as beer. So,
It's not the same, though.
Hey, fam.
It's
go,
alcohol,
Go
fuck
into
it.
the nearest bar.
I don't care.
Go into the nearest bar and then say, "Hey, real quick, can I get a cherry beer?" You're not gonna get that, Crody. You're not gonna get what you're drinking right now, Crody. You're gonna get Coors Light.
You've been doing
Cherry.
the accent so long, it's starting to evolve into Irish.
No, I
I'm
mean,
starting
this
to hear
is-
Irish in it.
This is Gannon now.
You're freaking,
I'm starting to hear Irish in it.
It's like Canadian makes my brain just shut off.
Well, when we were on Fortnite yesterday, I was trying to do the Toronto accent, but it was getting some British in there, and I was like, "Oh fuck, dude, I can't.
Well-
I can't do it."
The Canada is the mixing pot of French people, right? So they get in there, that's why we have Southern accents. Realistically, sounds close on previous episode look back to it, is the Southern accent is very similar to English accents, or British accents, I should say. So, you know what I mean?
Damn.
We're all just a mixing pot at this point. There's not really a whole lot of, like, unless you're, like, straight from Mesopotamia, you're not really that legit, homie.
Damn.
Ethiopia.
If you think about that, it's crazy. Canada and the U.S. started off as a mix of some of the worst people, the French and white
Okay,
Europeans.
opinionated. We had John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, fucker. So, back up.
They were French.
They're American.
Oh.
We're talking like
We're
starting
talking-
off Inception. The inception of this country.
Yeah.
We started off
Right.
as pretty bad people. British
as a
and
mixture,
French, not
as a
great.
mixing pot of white European people, and Canada started off as a mixing pot of French people. Two of the worst.
The last guillotine was in France. The public guillotine.
That's the only thing they did right.
Revolution.
1970 was the last one.
We need to
Viva
bring
la
back guillotines.
revolution.
We need to
Viva
put
la
Ellen DeGeneres
revolution.
on the block.
We shouldn't do
first.
that.
You
No.
know what you did, Ellen DeGeneres.
We
You know what you
at
did.
the chopping block. Okay, I thought first like at the block as we're talking about a place.
No,
where
no.
people-
She's first on the guillotine.
Why?
You know why, Ellen DeGeneres.
We all
Wow.
know why. Chase, you don't know why,
No.
bro? What?
I'm in the Drake and Kendrick shit right now, and like
I threw out
Ellen
the
was
name of a
3
bad
years ago.
person. But yeah, she's a
Ellen
terrible
was
person.
like 3 years ago, dude.
yeah,
Ellen
that I
was
mean
like-
it's old news. I thought she was doing something new.
No, she just sucks.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you this. If it was happening 3 years ago, but still has public television, still doing bad things.
He's drunk, but actually that makes sense because the whole thing with Ellen DeGeneres is she's terrible to the people who work on her show. So if she's still doing her show, she's still doing
So
bad
is so is Jimmy Kimmel too.
Really?
Yeah, I guess he's like an abusive alcoholic
Oh.
and like treats his staff like shit.
That's crazy.
Alcoholism, am I right?
Yeah, seriously.
Stupid.
Anyways,
Yeah. Drinking my seltzer.
know your limit. Drink
yeah.
responsibly.
Yeah. Actually, wait, Gann, you're drinking a seltzer.
And don't touch kids.
I mean that doesn't really correlate, but yeah,
You know
I mean,
who
it's
you
a good
are.
rule of thumb.
That's
for
what I
sure.
heard about Ellen DeGeneres.
You know what I heard? Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Something Original Podcast. This one's alcohol fueled. My name is Adrian, and today in our lovely studio, we are joined with our other host. I can't speak today. What the fuck?
We're all sipping on the juice.
The yak.
I'm Chase. Sorry.
Worst segue ever, and I'm also Gannon. I was trying to make a point about Ellen DeGeneres that I saw back then.
We're moving past. we're
Audience
moving
rate-
past.
We should
Ellen
start having
DeGeneres.
the audience. We should start having the audience rate Adrian's segue into
10 out of
the
10.
opening.
10 out of 10 every time.
No,
I
honestly,
nail
you've been on a ice cold streak these past few episodes. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
I was the
You have
same
not
past
been
few-
you have not
Adrian,
been good at the
I'm
segue.
not with this same past few episodes. I'm saying this one specifically because, quite frankly, I was cooking all day, so my memory goes to like 15 minutes ago. So this is decent, but not great with what I was saying before it happened. Is all I'm saying.
listen, my segues
Anyways,
are great.
yeah. So
Don't judge my segues based on the content of what I segue from. Judge it on the way I segue. Do I not pick a perfect
well, you
moment
do it.
within?
You do it the same every time, where you're like,
And it's-
you know what else likes
Yeah.
peanut butter and jelly? My mom. It's like
No,
you do.
see, I don't do it like
the
that.
Same bit. You
Okay,
do the same bit, but you
that's-
do it
it
in
works.
like
If
not
it-
good
Chase,
segue.
If
That's
it
not a
ain't
great
broke, don't
reference.
break it. If it ain't broke, don't
That's
break
not a great
it.
reference when you're going to bring in Muscle Man. Okay, dude was unflawed.
Well,
for
no,
like
I think that's
20
like, he was
seasons.
definitely flawed. no, he was definitely flawed. I feel like that was his character. He was definitely like a flawed person.
Okay.
That's why he had to
Go
have like
back
the little
to
hand guy
season 1, episode
as his
1.
best friend.
Watch all of it and then come back to me afterwards.
I mean,
And then-
everybody
and then
has
say that same
flaws.
thing.
Mordecai
I
and
mean, if
Rigby
we're-
have flaws.
Yeah, if we're
Benson
talking
has
they don't.
flaws, if we're talking flaws, Muscle Man is not very intelligent. It's in his name.
No, yeah.
He's the personification of brawn over brains.
He's not
his
even
character.
like he's not even built like a muscle man. You know,
You know
he's
who
like,
has no flaws? High
my
Five
mom.
Ghost.
Okay.
Show me
High
one
Five
High Five
Ghost?
Ghost flaw right now.
His undying relationship with Muscle Man
It's a
As his
toxic
best friend?
relationship. It's a
as his
toxic.
best
okay.
friend. Literally had a throwback
Whatever.
episode with Muscle Man being the cool kid at school. High Five Ghost. Then I'm getting Canadian on you now. This is getting bad. But High Five Ghost then pulls up as a new kid on the block. Whole thing between Muscle Man's car back in said time, don't know, and High Five Ghost. The correlation is not great. Let's bring out Skips now. That's
Skips?
a man.
Flawless,
That's-
actually.
that's a dude.
Flawless.
I can find a
dude.
flaw in Skips.
Okay.
Except, except for his deal with the Grim Reaper. Skips has a deal with the Grim Reaper that it's not really been fully defined in all the seasons.
Skips,
But he has it. He has it. But he also has it in the sense of he knows every single thing that they're going to go against.
Skips has all the intelligence to stop any situation, but he does not have enough foresight to prevent any situation from happening. He can stop a situation, but he can't prevent it from beginning. So,
So the
bad things
real-
will happen, and he has no way to stop them.
But the real
Prevent
anomaly is Mordecai and Rigby. That's
Flawless.
the anomaly of the whole situation.
Flawless. Mordecai and Rigby are
I
flawless.
just got shut out, dude.
Yeah, dude, you're just off the handle.
A couple. But, it was a joke for alcohol.
Honestly,
Couple
no.
handles.
This is more of like showing the point of view of like you can take a very flawless character and he would still have flaws. Even that should relate to everybody. You can try and be perfect your whole life, but then at the end of the day, you're still gonna fuck up. You're
Not-
still gonna make mistakes. You're still
Except-
going to have flaws. with your
Except
character.
who? Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He has a no. Have you guys seen this? He has
Yeah,
a no-
that's the
he has
biggest
a no
flaw. He
loss-
has a fucking god complex.
He has a no loss clause. Literally part of his contract that he just if he's in
That
anything
shows me that
cannot
he is
lose.
an insecure person who can't take an L every once in a while.
He got mad about rock paper scissors. Bro, are you good? Are you good? Tell him, fam. Tell him, Crody. Tell him.
Makes me sick to my stomachs, fam.
Big things. Brody has fucking alcohol, tequila, fam. No one drinks that. That's real. That's real,
Terramana,
fam.
actually, it's
Say something
it's
now,
eh.
fam.
It's eh. I've had it.
Oh,
It's
you,
okay.
You've drank it,
It's
Crody?
better than. Yeah, Sarah's dad had it
You
once.
drank it?
I had a shot of it.
Imagine, Crody. I'm
It's
drinking
not bad
John Cena's
tequila.
strike,
It's
yeah?
it's what you expect from like a celebrity brand tequila. Like you taste it and it's like, yeah, this is tequila, but this is like, what's a good example?
What is with every celebrity to making tequila? Like
Because-
George Clooney has a
Agave,
tequila.
fam.
Kylie Jenner has a tequila. Why
We
tequila
are
out
in
of all
a
the
generation of alcohol equals fun. Alcohol equals good times.
That's
like
American.
alcohol is so
That's
ingrained
not
into our
generational.
culture that a lot of people drink tequila, and celebrities are taking
You
advantage
ever
of the
heard
fact
Sam
that we love
Adams,
tequila.
fam? Sam Adams since the beginning, fam. There is no beginning except for
Well,
the beginning, fam.
I would want to counter Adrian's point because there was a new report that from these like beverage companies, these like alcohol companies, saying like Gen Z and some millennials, like younger millennials, aren't drinking the same amount
Imagine.
as the other generations. They're trying
That's
to be
cool.
more like health conscious and not
But
drink as much.
also,
That's stupid. Like, imagine drinking all
I
the
mean, I
time.
guess.
Imagine drinking and have fun. That's stupid, fam.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I can't argue with the data. It just seems like we're in such a like alcoholic centered culture. You know what I
You
mean?
live in San Diego.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Everyone's
all
always
they
drinking
do
all the
out there.
time.
Yeah, that's all they do out there.
My
Well,
friend
I
came
mean,
into
even in
class like reeking of liquor at 8 in the morning. It was a Thursday morning.
hell
What are you
yeah.
That's
doing?
a great time to drink, Cardi.
That was
That's the
Irish.
best time to
That
drink.
was Irish right there. That was like 90%
It's in my
Irish right
blood.
there.
Okay?
It's crazy how like Gannon has probably one of the best like Wi-Fi setups.
And
I
it's
don't know what it
crazy.
is.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. It's Spectrum Gaming Wi-Fi, dude. They don't pay me to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyways.
I
That's
don't
what
have
it is.
Spectrum, so I have Xfinity.
I don't want to hear. If I
He's
hear
just trying to
anything from the
include it,
commie
and it's
Wi-Fi, first off, it's a serious crime that you're trying to stay out here, Crody. You're coming out of them sideways. Great art, great creativity, and great math.
what were you telling me yesterday about you being on the Spectrum, Gan?
Oh, Gundam. I've been building Gundams lately. It's a great hobby if you have.
No, wait. Let me give I get on the games with Gannon yesterday. We were playing Fortnite, and the first thing he says is like, "You know how you think you're on the spectrum, Chase? I think I might be a little bit on the spectrum." Look at this shit.
Guess how many hours this took?
14.
Quite a few.
Oh, okay.
Not that much, but quite a few. The headpiece alone has like 20 pieces. Dude, if you're out there and you have autism, pick up Gundams. It is so fun. I'm in my second one right now. Tall Geese from Gundam Wing. Yes, sir. I only have the legs done because I was watching Gundam while building Gundam, and it takes especially with this one. I don't know what it is. That one I just showed you is from a later series. Gundam Wing is like one of the first ones that came out, and dear Lord, does it takes a minute, but I'll eventually have them done. I have literally, you don't see it on the screen, thank
Special
God, but
interest. He's on the spectrum.
Yeah, it's just like you have a hobby. I must be on the
yeah,
spectrum.
yeah, you have nothing to do with your time except hate on people that have something to do with their time.
No, I was joking about this with Sarah earlier because I went on a 15, 20 minute like random tangent about football and the different like minor leagues for different sports like baseball, basketball, soccer. I was like, am I autistic? Is this my special interest? Sports leagues?
It's a spectrum. I mean, everybody's got a little bit of autism.
Yeah, I think sports hobbies is like it's somewhere
You're
there.
more like
It's
racist.
somewhere
No, I'm
there.
just kidding.
It's somewhere there.
I mean, if we're talking special interest, mine would be wrestling, not really sports. I know a shit
Oh,
ton about
you're
wrestling.
100% autistic then,
I
dude. You
love
are.
wrestling.
Woo!
I love
Hey,
wrestling. All wrestling. New
I
Japan,
watched
Ring of Honor, AEW, all of them. CMLL, La Libra,
they have a
Triple
caramel
A.
league.
What?
CML caramel. Dude. Anyways, I
Oh,
saw. Speaking of WWE wrestling and whatnot, I don't know the other ones that you know.
keep
Don't
going. I'm
tell her
listening.
shut up. She's talking to you. You're her dad. That's messed up, Cody.
It's messed up, Crody.
Don't snap at her. What do you think she is, Cody?
You want to come on camera, Charlie?
What were you saying?
Bring the puppy on camera. That's what we want.
No, come here. You're coming up. You're coming up. You're coming up.
Yes. Pebbles are literally perfect.
She looks like afraid.
No, she does not. Her
She
ears
looks
are more
like,
pin.
I'm camera shy.
Hi,
she's just,
Crody.
she's just sitting there.
You're
She's actually
pretty
not.
baby.
She's more staffy than she is pitbull. We learned that a couple months ago, or back in January. We learned that.
Yeah, fuck you, Gannon. Like, you suck. You
Yeah.
don't know anything about
I told everyone
Adrian's
she was.
dog ever.
He
I
did
told
tell
everyone
us
she was a
that,
pit bull
and
because when we adopted her, she was listed as a pit bull. But when we took her to the vet and finally like got a wisdom panel to see if for genetic diseases, it told us all about her breed history too. So we found out she's 67% Staffy and 30 something percent, no 30% pit bull, 3% bulldog.
100% perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I love dogs so much. They're so perfect. Look at her. I don't like when Adrian kisses her, but
Yeah, this is a little. It's giving me Drake vibes.
This is my daughter. I love this dog. She's my emotional support animal.
it's
She's
giving
the most
Diddy.
precious thing ever.
It's giving Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving. It's giving Aubrey. It's giving Diddy.
This is my
It's
little
giving
best
B
friend right here.
stars.
Say hi. Hi
She's
guys.
perfect. I love him.
Hi, guys.
Oh, I
Hi,
love
guys.
staffies. I love all
Hi,
these kind
guys.
of dogs that look
Bully
very
breeds
similar.
are the best. Bully breeds are the best. There you go, Mama.
How about I bully you, Adrian?
I mean, that's what she's called. It's called a bully breed, you fucker.
She looks like the stretched out version of my granny's dog.
I thought you were gonna say
Brutus.
she looks like the stretched out version of my granny.
No, my granny's dog. Gotta put that
I thought
in-
you were just gonna
an
stop with
emphasis
granny.
on that. If Brutus could be mine, he would be mine. But he's like the pocket bully version, same color. He legit has like the fucking. I only know it from horses now. It's like in my brain, but they call it a blaze. In horses, it's like the white streak that goes up them.
Like the strip that goes down. Yeah. Charlie
They
has
call
that.
it
It goes
Blake.
like a point on her chest.
Oh, Brutus's looks like roadkill. It's sweet. Looks like
Nice.
legit a dead squirrel on his chest. I love Brutus. He's a good dog. He's very jumpy and weighs 85 pounds and is not very tall. So picture that trying to jump on your lap. He thinks he's a lap dog.
Mhm.
I love dogs. We're going to leave it at that and move on because
Yeah.
goodness gracious, Charlie is sweet.
Yeah, I could go on. I could talk forever about dogs and Charlie.
Sa-
I love that
dude,
dog to
same.
death.
I love
I
animals.
have a cat.
You guys are
Cats?
lucky. She's not in a sweater right now. Usually, if it's colder, she's in a sweater.
Oh my
She has
god.
a little
Literally
pink
May.
sweater.
Why would it be cold?
It was like 54. It's still like low 50s at night.
Low 50s is cold out there in San Diego.
At
It
night
did.
with some wind
Yeah,
chill.
low 50s here, dude. You better break out the tank if you know what I mean.
Yes, the fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Charlie
Because
just
you're
has a
gonna be
little.
swimming in it.
She has a little pink pullover sweater when it gets a little cold. It's cute. Everyone here loves it. They see her and they're just like, "Oh my god!"
I would literally cry. I hope you know that.
Do you guys want to do some bad superpowers?
Yes.
Yeah,
Bad
great
superpowers.
segue, Chase. Talk about segues.
It's not my job to segue away from the intro.
Okay, I love all animals. Adrian loves, I think, from past conversation, particularly dogs.
Oh, I love dogs.
Doesn't mean you gotta.
Otters.
Doesn't mean it doesn't.
Otters too. Otters are so cute.
Otters are deadly.
Who cares? They're like this big, and have you seen their faces? Have you looked at an otter's face?
Otters
It's
are
cute.
sweet.
I will agree with Adrian. Otters are adorable.
You know what's adorable? Donkeys.
Sea otter. Like I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I like sea
Miniature
otters.
donkeys are.
Donkeys, little donkeys, the mini ones. Yes,
Yes,
like miniature
dude.
horses too.
Thank you.
Miniature horses
Yes.
are cute as hell.
Baby cows.
Baby cows.
Baby cows,
Mhm.
yes. Thank you, Chase, for an outdoor animal that you can't keep pinned up in your dungeon.
Capybaras.
Capybaras
Capybaras are
have no natural enemies. Enemies? Sea anemone?
What's that little? That it's like a smaller. I don't want to call it like a desert or Saharan animal. I don't really remember. It's this little animal. It's not. There's no like
The
predatory
fennec
nature
fox.
to it.
Oh wait, just kidding.
No, it's this little animal that always looks like it's smiling, like 24/7. It just always looks like it's smiling.
Hyena.
No, it's like a gopher honey, like a not badger, gopher
Wolverine?
prairie dog type of animal.
Prairie dog?
Oh my god.
The
Beaver?
meerkat?
Not a meerkat.
Ocelot? It's a Pokemon.
No,
Uh,
ocelot is a real animal in real life.
Oh, it's called a quokka.
Do you
Quokka.
want some quokka
Hold on,
in your mouth?
Sounds like a strain of the
I'll
marijuana.
pull this up.
I'm out here
No, you'll
smoking
see this
that
animal.
quokka.
You'll see this animal, and you'll be
I'm
like,
out
okay,
there
that's a
smoking that
cute ass
quokka.
animal.
What else are like cute animals? I don't think any bird is cute.
I like fennec fox.
Not really, no.
That's the
Foxes, dude. If I could have a pet fox, I would lose my goddamn mind.
This is a quokka.
Oh,
They
dude,
just
that
always-
is adorable.
They just always look like they're smiling.
That I want one.
best. Terrence
See?
Thornton, I can't see your screen.
We'll send you a picture later.
Yeah, you'll freaking miss out.
I'll act like I know it. Oh,
I
wow.
want to show you.
Wow. That is a cutie pie.
Hold on, I'll send you like a picture now.
I'm recording on my phone, but I'm gonna act like I see it again.
I'm just gonna
Okay, one
send it
second.
through text, and you could just open your phone.
Where are they in addition?
There, I texted
Domestic.
it to you again.
Quokka.
Apparently, it's called the happiest animal on earth.
Oh, yeah. The quokka is a sweet animal.
Happiest animal on earth, apparently.
Look up a fennec fox, and you're gonna.
I know what a fennec fox looks like. Those are cute. I think you
They
can
are
own
cute,
one in
but-
There's a
California.
Pokemon named after that.
But
don't-
honestly,
I think. Let me see.
it's one of the most deadly predators in the desert. Believe it or not.
I believe it.
Oh, that's what it was. You can't own a fennec fox in California. Whack.
Or guns.
Dude.
Hey, let's segue to the next part.
We're still talking about
I don't
animals here.
think that was a good.
That was a terrible
that
segue.
correlates.
I'll teach you how to segue.
You can own a gun in California.
Yeah.
It's just harder to get one, right?
I think it just still follows same Brady Bill standards.
Brady. Tom Brady retired.
I would look into it.
I gotta go
It's
watch the
on-
roast of Tom Brady, by the way. Let's get into
Dude,
Super
that
Bad We're about
was-
to.
yeah, okay,
we're about
okay,
to-
off
we're about
topic.
to- we're about
Off
to
topic.
fucking tangent again.
All right. Bad superpowers. I believe.
No, yeah.
She's a gold digger.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, I messed it up. I believe I messed it up.
You might have had it right. I haven't listened to this.
Or we're both right, and we're trying to get bad superpowers down.
I thought you guys were just doing two different songs.
I'll roundhouse you. That's one song.
Roadhouse.
Okay. This guy needs to be stopped.
Seriously. Anyways, fan favorite, Bad Superpowers. If you are unfamiliar with the game Bad Superpowers, it's not really a game. You just have to choose one of the options that I give them out of two. And you have to choose which one you want. You can't say neither and you can't say both. You have to pick one and give a reason why. Starting off. Being able to heat up and emit fire from your body, but receiving burn damage from usage. Or being able to cool and emit ice from your body, but you receive frostbite from usage. So which
Both
one do you
and
wanna-
neither. No explanation.
I'm
I'm going.
kidding.
I will have to go with frostbite.
Okay. I feel like burns are easier to treat. I might be wrong. But I would like to be
Oh.
able to like maybe heat up some food if it's like a little lukewarm and I could be like, and I can eat like a Hot Pocket or something.
Well, first off, a little tangent.
Burn
This-
yourself for a hot pocket is crazy.
These seem like somebody
Very
literally
amazing.
did take like Todoroki from My Hero and split his powers and say choose between them, because like that's basically how
I
his powers
actually
work.
didn't. It is how his powers
funny.
work.
That's
But,
exactly how his powers work.
That's funny. I didn't.
That's crazy coming from you, Chase, because you haven't made it past season 3.
yeah. I didn't think of that actually. I just was thinking like it would be cool to be able to heat up stuff with my body, like food and stuff. But what would be the side effect to that? And then I just had to pick another one to pick from, and I was like, okay, it would be cool to cool stuff sometimes as well. I don't know. But you can
Uh,
also like if you want to like literally emit flames from your like hands or whatever, your mouth. I don't know what you get into. Um, you can do that, but I mean you may have to pay the consequences.
I'm gonna go with. I may seem like an ass for this, but I'm going with fire just because the way it's worded, I would rather take burn damage than take entire, not entire like entire bodily, but have frostbite anywhere on my body. Because burn damage, there's still different stages, but like frostbite is frostbite. Like that's most likely going to get that limb lost or
Okay.
anything.
Well, I think like I worded it like frostbite because I didn't know like what's the like degree of like how you could get
Yeah, that's why I said
burned
I'm going to seem
from
like an
being
ass
cold.
for my answer. 'Cause,
Um,
like it's
yeah,
semantic based.
First, second, third degree burns. Yeah.
yeah. I would.
Yeah.
It would be the equivalent for the cold. You would get like a little like. I guess there. I mean, I've kind of experienced like my hand like kind of burning after I like touch something super cold. And it kind of stays there for a little bit. I don't know.
I'm still gonna pick fire just because. I mean, again, we learned this from being in the Navy. Like with burn injuries, like yeah, it's bad and it'll cause like nerve damage and just basically numb the nerves all in the affected area. But frostbite, you still there's more of a risk of amputation with frostbite. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with fire because at least I can get skin grafts and I can get like treated for the burn and stuff. Frostbite, it's very hard. You most likely have to amputate the affected body part.
Does that have to be a choice though?
Are you just gonna live
Yeah.
with a frostbite like hand or
Well, no,
something the
I
whole
mean,
time?
you can just cool yourself
Do I
down.
have to use my left hand? I'm a right-handed person. Do I have to continuously have my left hand attached?
Well, then you're risking like you're risking like other types of infections and stuff that stem from having a dead hand still connected to your body, which is why they amputate. The-
Unless I continuously focus my energy into a continuous ice hand.
I mean,
Is
yeah,
what
I
I'm
Have
guess
a
you
thinking.
could
solid
you could
That's
ice hand.
freeze you could freeze the infection with that, but
I can get a
again, that's
continuous
still
state of frozen.
but you're still using your ice powers that have the effect of giving you frostbite. So what's to say frostbite won't start slowly setting in around the area of where you're constantly using this ice power? Like let's say you're just covering your hand in ice because it's already frostbite and dead. What's the risk to your wrist and then further on your forearm and your arm going up your
If
shoulder? Like
have you you're kind of frozen right. But this is my thing. This is my thing. When you singe something, when you burn it, right?
Mhm.
In the straight burn, if you light your hand, you're like, oh my goodness, I need to save somebody's hand. Not hand. I need to save somebody. I'm going to use my fire to project it somewhere, right? You you shoot it out, right? And that's burning. Have you seen people that die by freezing to death? They still have their body somewhat intact. It's not alive. It won't be a good hand. It's not like I'm out here like, hey, how you doing? Want to shake my left hand?
Hey, how are you doing? You want to
Hey, how are
shake
you
my
doing?
hand?
You want to shake my left hand? I won't go with that. That won't be my starting approach. But if you can isolate it, get it? Isolate it. I can see it being a very constructive power over fire. If you're out here shooting fire, you're destroying your body. Either way, both of them destroy your body for sure.
yeah,
I feel like ice is a lot more controllable as a power basis. You're out here, my hand will be dead. Probably after the first time I use it. I ain't gonna lie, but if I am able to keep my hand instead of it just dying slowly, falling off, I just have a dead hand. That's
Yeah,
all
but
right.
like still,
You
even if
know,
you burn
I
your
could save the
entire hand is
world.
even if your entire hand is
You
burned,
burn it.
you're still able to
You
get
skin
skin grafts.
graft
It's
it.
still usable.
You
You
skin,
still can move it and
and then
stuff.
what?
There's
You use it again.
you could use it
You
again
use
and
it
again.
again
Yeah, but with frost, that's the thing. When you
and
think about it like
again
this,
and again.
hospitals
How much
have
skin do you have on your
entire
body, Adrian?
hospitals have an entire burn units dedicated to treating burns. Not always do you have to get a skin graft. Skin grafts are more the after cosmetic of I don't want my burn scar visible, or like if my whole arm is burnt, yeah, I'll get a skin graft so it doesn't look like my whole arm is burnt. Like they don't get skin grafts for people whose body is like 50% burnt because it's very much harder because they got to take those skin grafts from like fleshier parts of the body. But again, we have an entire burn units in hospitals for just treating burns alone, not just skin grafts, just treating burns alone with all the remedies. We don't have anything like that for frostbite. Frostbite, it's either like
I
the affected body part will come to temp and not die, or it dies and it has to be amputated.
okay. Here's
That's
my
the loss
other
of body
counter
parts.
for that.
Real quick, let me put in this little stipulation. Every usage is only 25% damage mitigated.
I'm going with burn.
So you're only getting like 25% of the true damage that you would typically get.
Then it would be an argument over construction.
Yeah.
Adrian, you go in to try to save somebody. I will actually give you the floor to set up the situation that you're going to go in there and use firepower for.
I mean, right off the top of my head, the only like the quickest usage and the least damaging usage I could find would be an EMT usage for cauterizing wounds after any serious event. Use a little fire, cauterize the wound. Yeah, you're gonna burn yourself a little bit, but if you're only using a little bit, you're risking a second-degree burn. That's some blisters.
Actually, you know what?
Get it wrapped.
That's a good point.
That's like the only
Cauterize it, you could
immediate
use
thing. I know
you
with
use
ice.
one finger. Hyper focus it, 25% damage to one finger, but save a life.
Oh,
That's
now you
pretty
think you're
cool.
Deku. Now you think you're Deku. Pew!
If I was to do it, that's how I would do it.
I
I'm so
will say
glad.
with ice though, like the counter to what I just said with the fire, with the ice, you can also use it for the same EMT purposes. If, somebody's cooking, cuts off a finger, put it on ice. Boom. Now that's able to be reattached. You just froze it. Only using a little bit of ice. You're not really risking any frostbite, really. I don't know. I would still go fire, just because there's too much a risk of amputation with developing frostbite. Whereas I could still have the body parts, even if they're burned and they're singed and the nerve endings are dead. Good. I will keep using fire from there, because what's the worst it's going to do now? Turn it to ash and remove it? It's the same thing with frostbite getting amputated. So
I don't see it the same though.
that's
I'm
I
what,
also
really
going
don't.
fire, though.
that's what this
I'm
that's what
going
this
ice.
whole topic is for. Conversation. I like the conversation we just had for this though. That's actually I like the little back and forth we had with that one. That
See,
was a good one.
my thought
That's
process
a good
is
one.
I wear like a fire department fucking flame retardant suit, and I'm even like double mitigating that shit, you know?
But is the fire being created from the suit or from your body? That's the thing. If the damage is happening
It's
to
from
your
my body, but I mean, it's still like kind of.
So do you
there's
now-
a gap. If I'm emitting fire, I'm emitting it away from me. But if it's like in my hands or whatever, like being emitted, just plain hands, it's gonna burn for sure.
How many
Uh,
how many thrift stores do you know that have just fire retarding gear?
I can
on
buy
hand?
it. I mean, where do they buy it? I'm gonna.
I mean,
buy
if you
it.
have if you have the
Probably from
ability to
fire
create
department.
fire,
Are you quitting your job? Are you quitting your job to then have gear that fights your firepower?
Yeah. I'm under the impression that all these bad superpowers that we're coming up with are going out into the world. Everybody's going to get them. And then eventually we'll have our own
So-
universe of bad superpowers.
Okay,
You're
and then
work
hold on,
for
wait.
a fire department, but your power is to shoot
I have an
fire.
argument.
No.
I have
I'm
an
just saying
argument
I
for
would
Chase.
be a regular person and
I have an argument for Chase for getting fire retardant.
wear my suit.
I mean, they sell like at like Home Depot and shit things like a spray on type of fire retardant, but also like there is pre-made other household items like fire retardant, like curtains and stuff. You could just like repurpose and make a suit out of. That's a possibility. You don't have to. But also, if
So
you have fire
if you
powers, you could just
use
go steal it from a fucking fire department. You have fire powers. Go start a fire, force
it,
them out of there. Go run in and steal a suit.
if you wrap your body, so here's my thing: if you wrap your body in
Barty?
fire, yeah, that's right. Brody, fuck with me anymore, and it's done. You've made me spit in my stomach, fam. If you wrap your body in fire retardant gear, how much is being emitted to your cause?
That's what I was saying
I don't
earlier
know.
too.
I think it
Because
would.
if it's
it
coming
would
out of your
very
body,
If you have a
much-
fire retardant glove on,
how is it
and it's
escaping
coming out
past
of your
the
body,
glove?
Yeah.
you have your hand, right? You're then using
I create a
double.
hole.
Okay. All right. So you cut a hole
But
in the
that's-
glove, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's hyper focused out of one part of your finger.
So it's being
That's a
just
lot of
hyper-focused
energy.
in my palm.
Oh, in your palm. Okay. We'll go with that instead. You cut a hole right here, right, in your gear. You shoot it. Hyper focus to the center of your palm. You said 25% damage mitigated. Coming out of the center of your palm, you have your fire retardant gear around that. Wouldn't that double the damage that's going out of your hand?
It's a good point. My thought is, okay, it's not coming directly out of it.
Oh, so
There's just like a
there's
little
more
gap.
patch notes that I don't know.
Yeah, that's just
That
my
was
thought
my
process.
whole
If you
thing.
have other thought processes,
My whole thing is I was thinking that
but
I was thinking of this metaphor. I was
the
thinking
whole
of like
stipulation too was being able to heat up and emit fire.
see that's
So
my thought
being able
was
to heat up your body as well. Yeah.
my thought was it comes out of the body, kind of like if you thought of like just take a box, cover it in something fire retardant. If you throw a fire from the outside, it's safe from fire. But if you light a fire from the inside, there's no protection because the fire retardant's protecting from outside fire. So my thought was like if it's coming from our body, fire retardant won't do anything because it's coming from the inverse side of where the fire retardant protection is. So like even if you have something covering you, that's only protecting if like your fire is blowing back at you. But like if it's still coming out of your hand, it's still fire around your hand under the layer of fire retardant. So you're just kind of trapping fire. That's my thought. You're trapping fire in your whatever part.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, it makes a good point. But I'm still taking the fire, even if this is canon and not canon.
I'm taking the fire.
Well, it's Gannon, and he's saying ice. So
the risk of amputation from frostbite.
Let us know in the
is-
comments down
is
below.
Just that alone.
but who says I have to get it amputated? If we're out here drawing footnotes, who says I have to? I will have a straight up dead left hand.
But that's
Ice
you're risking
is a
so
lot
much
more of a
infection
focused
within your
energy
bloodstream
source.
and stuff. That's the medically you're
My
risking so
thought
much.
If
process
it's-
with
with a
Gannon
dead-
is that he would
Okay.
cover his whole arm in ice, or I guess like up to his forearm because you want to be able to bend it.
Yeah.
Just cover it all in ice, so it's just forever like just cryogenically frozen, and then he's just able to swing that shit like a blunt object.
But is that
Or he still
preventing any of
shoot
the
it out of
infection
the dead
from
arm.
within the bloodstream? That's my thing. I'm thinking medically. Is that preventing any type of infection from a dead limb still connected to the body from entering within to the heart into the bloodstream and pumping through the body?
Doing the podcast.
That's my only thing.
I'm freezing it solid, homie, at the arm. Solid. You see all of these different things about cryogenic sleep. You see all these things about different cryogenic just matters in general, right? I'm freezing all of that. It's still attached, yeah. But I'm freezing it down to the molecular level, to the point where it's just a dead arm. I am carrying around with me. It's attached here. It's attached here, right? But everything in between, it comes up to right there, dead. It's dead, yes. It's like, oh man, why not cut it off? Because it's frozen. Around that is straight up ice. Dead. Like, everything underneath that, ice. Like, dead and ice. I'm frozen down to the very core. it would hurt. If a villain knew that, it would be easy. They come up and they just shatter everything about me in one good blow if they have that strength. Destroy it. Oh my goodness, I am now out of everything on that. Actually, that would destroy my plot. If they came down and destroyed my arm, yes, I am now destroyed. Physically and probably mentally, because that would not be cool. Because that I'm on my right arm. I might be nubs at the end of this. Who knows? But that's my thing. I will literally freeze it down to nothing, and then I would still have my power be able to support my bones, and because I see ice as more of a constructive source rather than a destructive source, if that makes sense. Ice you can build things with. You can build whatever. Igloos, that's the major point that pops in my brain right now at this current moment. So I'm going with that. Ice houses. Ice, you know what I mean? You shoot ice at something, it won't just immediately evaporate it. If I shoot fire at something, it will eventually evaporate it. It won't be immediate, depending on how hot it is. But then it goes back to the percentage that's being output and then outdone to the body that it's done to. 25% damage. If it's already dead, there's nothing left there. That's how I'm seeing it. I will then freeze myself to that point. I wouldn't even let it get a chance. I would just be like, you know what? I have ice powers. I'm freezing my left arm to this point. Bring it in. Frozen. You can both check your phones right now. It's a great time to do that.
I'm listening. I'm actually
I was turning
looking
off
up
my
because
sound.
my thing is I'm still focused on the dead limb. What is the effect of having a dead limb still attached? Can you freeze it and completely keep any type of infection or progressing damage from that? Especially with a 25% mitigation. Is that mitigation coming from your body preventing that damage, or from the ice not being that strong? It's just too many questions. Fire. I'll walk around looking like Dobby. I don't care. I will steal skin grafts from people. That's not hard.
I'll tell you this, Adrian. I love you as a friend. You won't look like Dobby, dog. You won't look like Dobby.
I'll walk around looking like Dobby. Fucking the jaw just there.
You won't look like Dobby.
The real thing was I wanted to just be able to heat up my hand and like cook something in my hand and then like eat it.
No, I want to see how much damage I can take if I burn down a whole village.
Yeah. I mean,
it
is a superpower at the end of the day.
Yeah. But next one. Let's move to the next one. We're spending too much time on fire and ice.
Do you want to take a break?
Nah. You know what? I'm going to accept it.
You're going to change your shirt live on camera right now? Right now? You're just going to get shirtless right now?
You want to flip it
right
around
now?
maybe?
You want to get shirtless right now? You want to take your shirt off right now, please? I mean...
Next superpower, and this is the last superpower. And this is pretty dark. It can get pretty dark, I think. So, first power is any thought that comes to your head becomes reality. Or you can hear other people's thoughts, but you have to say them out loud.
I'm going with my thoughts become real. Hell yeah.
Now hold on.
Thoughts become real for sure.
Can you be selective with the thoughts that you manifest and that you hear, or is it just you think of something, it's created?
No,
you hear a thought, you gotta say it.
That makes it fun. It makes it fun. You're dreaming. You're asleep. Oh my goodness.
No,
there's an axe murderer.
The one that you're hearing is other people's thoughts. So you can read somebody's mind, and then if they're like, dude, I can't wait to diddle kids later, you have to say that out loud.
And you can't be selective. If like you hear it, you have to say it. And if you think it, you have to manifest it.
If you hear it, you have to say it. And if you think it, if you have the craziest thought that comes through your mind, becomes reality.
Well, first off, with the first power, my first thought was
that's
immediately.
A dream of mine.
my first thought immediately with the first power was, what's his face from JJK during the Culling Games? The one dude. He's the comedian that
Please
isn't
spoil
funny.
it for me. Please spoil it for me.
Oh, the comedian who
Yeah.
just kind of manifests like
Yeah.
his stuff.
Now I don't have to watch it.
He's not that important.
No, he's not. But yeah, that was the first thing I thought. Shit, actually, I don't fucking know because both of them sound kind of.
I would
They
okay.
could spiral out of control fast.
Yeah,
And that's
I
awesome.
would.
That's what
I
want.
would take the thoughts becoming reality. I would isolate myself away from everybody and just live in a shack alone by myself and just like have endless access to any movies and TV shows that can distract my mind. So I'm not always like having thoughts run.
But if you're
crazy.
watching something and processing it when it become reality, I'm watching Superman, the Man of Steel. Next thing you know, there's
He's
a
got
guy
a point
that's
there.
able to level
Got a point
buildings
there.
around me.
If
If
that
you're
thought
looking at
immediately
something
enters your
and
mind, it's
process-
manifested.
Then-
I'm
I'm-
in a room right here.
He's
where
got a
I'm
point
at,
there. He's
and
got
I'm
a,
gonna
that's a
think
major
about
point.
Then
there.
I'm
anything.
only watching like romance comedies. I don't fucking know. I'm only
Okay,
like
but-
just trying to.
Is
You
the
know,
manifestation
nausea there, bro?
only physical? Like if I just think about like one of you guys being super depressed, does it manifest you guys feeling super depressed? Like do you guys just wherever you are you feel super depressed, or do I manifest an
messed up,
entire
yo.
fake like chase in front of me that's depressed?
Why would you think that, bro?
It's just an example.
Yeah.
I thought you were a fan, Cody, but it turns out you made me think of
Like
my
if I
son.
imagine some random dude shitting himself, do I create
But-
a version of
yes.
himself in front of me shitting himself, or
Yes.
does he, wherever he is, start shitting himself?
No, he would shit himself. You don't create other people unless that is your thought. You are wanting to create a double of this person. Then that would become a reality. If
That
you
is
are
literally
like,
Bad
dude, this
Superpower.
dude
Oh,
needs
I'm
to
taking-
shit himself.
I'm taking the
then
manifest. I'm
he's
taking the
shitting
manifestation. I'm taking the thoughts into reality, because if you start focusing that thought into this banker's about to call and wire me a couple million right now, that banker's now it's manifested. That thought is
Yes.
manifested. I'm taking I'm taking that because I don't want to fucking.
No, yeah, that's my thought process. It has so many more pros than cons, but the cons can get really, really bad. If you're
Especially
just
if
one
it's a
day
dream.
thinking like, dude, I wish a meteor. Yeah, that can be subjective.
I wish the meteor would hit this
yeah, if-
world. You
if
see
they
it
were
coming
like,
in,
dude,
and you say,
Yeah,
I wish there was something to fight this meteor. Dude, that is literally God. That is
Oh,
literally
you know what?
the God
That's
power.
that would be
That
bad
is
for
literally
the.
God power. That is ultimate Trump over anything else.
It would be bad for the
That
Walter
is
Mitty,
the best.
for like the Walter Mitty type of person that
Are
like
you Walter Mitty or are you Adrian Zambrano?
that like walks around is always just like thinking and imagining of like they had that power, and it just even for a split second you just like, what if this, and like that happens, like what if California just broke apart right now off of the continental US, and like if you even have just that random thought that happens, that is very catastrophic. You can't have any type of like random daydream zoning out
even
thought.
if you're like,
Well, you
even if you're
counteract
like
it.
in an argument with somebody and you're like, dude, I wish this guy would fucking die. They would die, and there's no like, I guess bringing them back to life because they're dead.
See,
I wish this
that's
guy would die, but then
catastrophic.
at the same time, I wish for
Catastrophic.
something that could. You had to stay on your P's and Q's, or you stay drunk all the time. That's a thing.
I think
That-
being drunk though, you would have like less control over
your
like,
thoughts,
crazier
yeah.
thoughts. Yeah.
But if you okay,
Less
if you're
inhibition,
drunk
less
and then
control
fall
over
asleep,
inhibitions.
if you're drunk and then black out, you don't have the consciousness going through.
But
The
you're not asleep.
consciousness-
so then,
But you're not
what's
asleep.
the point then?
But you then if you're emitting things from your psyche to become reality, right? You're drinking, and you're like, you know what? I wish capitalism wasn't a thing. Boom, capitalism wasn't a thing, and then you're drinking still some more. I like this plant on my desk. I wish it was greener. screener. Drink some more, you black out. Nobody is then in control of the foreseeable future of your reality at this point. You come to, oh man, look at the news reports. Oh, we have a stable economy and everything is good. Oh, I'm gonna go buy
This
a house.
plant looks so much healthier now.
This plant is now greener and it looks gooder, better, more gooder and better. Okay, I don't see any doubt. Me personally, knowing myself,
But you would eventually drink yourself to death, though, because you would have to literally escape your own reality
unless I
of
think
yourself.
I have an impenetrable liver. Oh, is that part of it? Is that I can see my reality? Oh,
He's making
I
a
have
point.
liver
He's
now
making a
that
point. He
can
is
then-
making a point.
This motherfucker's
Guys,
spitting. This
he's
motherfucker's
cooking.
I
spitting.
have a liver that now can process anything, any kind of anything. We're pouring battery acid down the tube. Down the tube. We're going
Forget
through
the
that.
drunken fist. This motherfucker's got a drunken third eye. It's crazy.
See, I was thinking we wouldn't
It's
take
really the
this
best
because
power whatsoever. No, ever. Ever. This beats any other power ever.
but it can go wrong so fast,
So quick too.
How,
That's the
Sway?
thing.
so quick. You
See,
can
actually,
have.
You can
You
counter-
can't tell me you've never had like a
Okay.
terrible thought cross your mind, even when you are drunk.
No. Hold on. Because I can attest to this. Because this is something that this is an everyone experience. Everyone's had the thought one time while driving. What if I just swerved over to? We've all just had once. I've seen so many people talk about it. They just had once that thought of, what if I just swerve into oncoming traffic?
What if I
you think
swerved
that with that
over?
power, you're fucked. You're dead. You're dead. You're sending
Okay.
yourself flying into some other car
What if I
because you're swerving.
swerved over and then, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Cushion. What if I swerved over at cushion? What if I swerved over at cushion? You have a split second in between every single car accident that's ever happened. Trust me, I've had.
But what
two-
are you think? What are you thinking? Is your first thought, "Oh, I wish there's
Cushion.
a cushion here," or is your first thought, "Oh shit, I'm gonna
When
crash"?
I-
Because
oh,
if your first
shit.
When I got-
if your first thought
when I
is,
got
"Oh
to a-
shit, I'm about to crash," that's gonna happen because that's how the power works.
Oh
so
shit,
even-
I'm about to crash. Or
The
I don't
thought's
have to
gonna
use
happen.
a fucking vehicle anymore, Adrian. Why
But that's
would
the
I
thing.
drive if I could say, I wish I was at work right now? You know, I'm at work. Oh, end of the
I
day.
wish I didn't have to work.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay,
I'm
this
at
you
work
got a
right now?
point there.
What if I owned my business? You know, oh, that's crazy. Now, I want to be home right now and still get paid the same. You know,
I'm just saying you have to be
I have
so
the most
strong.
riches in the world right now.
You have to be so
Meow.
rigid with keeping any unwanted manifested thoughts from manifesting. Like you have to literally just be able to. I say this because I'm somebody
drink
who thinks
and
all the
then
time.
sit there. All
I
you have
think
to do
no matter what.
realistically is
So, like-
drink and then sit there.
I'm
Dude,
always thinking about
most of the
something.
time,
So like it
if
just
I-
I don't
if I
see how it
drink
would work out.
something,
I
if
would
I
take
drink
it,
a
but I
little
just don't
bit-
see how it would work out.
If I drink a little bit, what do I dream of? If I drink a little bit, I'm gonna have the video games. I'm watching the video games, and yeah, it could happen in real life. Oh my goodness, Ohio is now Kaled from Elden Ring. That's terrible.
That is terrible. You're
I
just
mean,
killing
first-
millions of people.
Or they survive and then they adapt.
That's
But
Gannon's
I'm okay.
message to Ohio. Like, just
I will-
get used to it.
I will say these powers are also interesting because it does bring up the conversation of, yes, the first power, manifesting your thoughts, very much can do so much with it, but so much can go bad, whereas the other power, there is
What you
no...
do is you drink and keep a notebook. You drink and you keep a notebook. You drink and you keep a notebook, right? You're drinking, right? Dude, the thoughts that go through my brain definitely aren't the same thoughts that go through my brain on a natural state. My first, not even wish, because I think it and it happens. Liver impenetrable. I then sit here I'm now ripped because I want to be, right? I'm just shredded. Because why? Because I want it to happen, right? Now I'm sitting here doing nothing all day except for writing in my journal. If I keep a continuous thought on what I'm writing until I black out, nothing after I black out is conscious. Then at that point, it's nothing.
But you're not. Then you're
See,
not even living your life, though.
yeah. But
Who
also,
needs to be if I'm now immortal? You don't see.
But what's the point of immortality if you're not living it?
Because I help literally the entire world. The entire existence
But what if you're
of
what if you're like,
reality.
I cure cancer for everybody? Cancer no longer exists, and then you're like, I want it, and then just a random thought is like, but I want to keep it for one person. What?
Sucks to suck, nerd.
sucks. I mean,
What if that person's
yes, yes, in that morality sense,
no.
that'd be bad. But like
and now I
personally, I'd
tried
be like,
cancer.
fuck 'em.
Oh, I got cancer.
Damn.
But then I don't have it because I still have time in between the sense of I have cancer and now I don't. Now I'm back to what I'm doing. Yes, these thoughts.
Well, wait.
Come
I feel
in.
like a stipulation is if you think it you can't reverse it.
Then okay, so what? It's like one thought every 5 minutes. How? If you think something and it comes to fruition,
Because then this power becomes like you
It's
can't
really the
do
best.
any wrong. Then
exactly. That is.
I feel
why
like if
it's
you
the best
think
power.
something, it happens, and then you
Yeah, I
can't
think the
reverse
stipulation.
that thing.
I feel like that stipulation is just needed because like
So this
then it's not
entire-
it's not a bad superpower without
So
that
this entire
stipulation.
20-minute conversation is nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
because then if you're like,
with that stipulation, I'm still going to do it because at that point,
Yeah,
if
I'm
you're
still
not
gonna
here,
do it.
Then you're not with me.
Because like I was saying before,
Yeah.
Gannon went on another drunk rant. Like you have the conversation with the one power of you could do so much, but so much can go wrong. Whereas the second power is not you can't really do much good, but also not much bad can really come from that. Like if somebody's thought is,
Oh, no.
damn, she has a fat ass, and you hear it and you say it, like you just look like an asshole. If somebody has the thought of, I'm gonna shoot this place right now, and you say it, you just be like, it was that person's thought, or you can create an environment of alarm where that event gets squashed or whatever. Like it's very limited in how good and bad it can get, the second power, but the first one, it has such a big range of like you could do so much, but any second of like no care, so
Yeah.
much can go bad. I think it's interesting.
My thought process with the second one, though, I would get a job. I would tell the courts of the lands, hey, no more trial shit.
Lawyers.
Let me read this guy's thoughts,
Lawyers would just
and
be
we'll get to the bottom of this.
just completely abolished. You could just abolish courts. You could just be like, I'm the higher power. And you just start reading people's minds to prove that, like,
Or every lawyer would take that power, and then
Unless there's no courts that exist in my reality. Oh, what?
Supreme Court.
That's crazy.
Goodbye.
None of it matters. Supreme
I got someone for
on
6.
top. Frick y'all.
Just opening a letter at your house, like I have
United
jury
States of
duty at
America,
this-
United States of Gannon.
Just sitting at home. I got a letter from the
Jury duty
16th Circuit
doesn't
Court.
exist.
I got
Y'all
jury
are
duty.
chilling now.
This court doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
Honestly, I would
Mail
abuse.
doesn't
I would
exist.
I would
Bango.
abuse the
You're
power
guessing.
in the most trivial ways. I would abuse that power. Like I'd just be in traffic, like this person's going slow. I wish they just didn't exist. Them and their car didn't exist, and just they're gone. Shoot, keep driving. No harm, no foul. They're gone.
You don't even need cars. If you have that power, you don't even need cars. You don't need it.
But
It's
I mean,
nice.
if you're the only a certain few people would have this power. You wouldn't be the only one that would have this power. By the way, it would be like I was saying before. We're creating a world of bad superpowers.
A battle of
People are
domain
picking and choosing their
expansions,
bad
but it's just-
superpower. So it would be a battle of
A domain
manifestations.
a
domain
battle of domain
expansion aside from
expansions, but
domain
it's just
expansion.
intrusive
Well,
thoughts.
my domain expansion, it is stronger because I thought that it was stronger.
But
Just
what if
because
they
I
think
thought
it's
it was
strong?
They could have that.
See, what if they think
You
it's
end up
strongest?
yeah, you end up in an endless battle of,
Man.
well, mine's stronger. No, mine's stronger. It's like 12-year-olds with domain expansions just fighting. No, I'm stronger. No, I'm stronger.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But I'm
what it is.
stronger than that. Well, I'm stronger than
It's
that.
stronger,
It will-
but now you have a core on top of you.
It will
And
take
breathe.
one person to have a bad day at work to be like, I wish the world would just blow up, and then we're all dead.
I wish the world would blow up with the exception of me being still alive. Now I'm floating in the universe, and I'm
You wouldn't- you wouldn't know, though.
The castle.
You wouldn't know the world is blown up. It would happen, and then you would be dead.
Well, if you
That
think,
would happen.
except for myself,
Why
you would
would I go
survive.
if I-
Then if you
it's-
think you
it's-
can breathe in space, it would happen. Then if you could think you can move in space, it would happen. But then if you think there's life
It would-
beyond
it would-
and
I
all
don't
these
think
planets,
people can. No, I don't think Gannon can think that fast.
If
In
it-
all
okay.
honesty, I don't
It
think
That is-
anybody
that
can
is-
think that
that
fast.
is- you have to think-
Is small stuff, right?
you have to think faster than
It would
these
start
things
as
happening.
literally
That is the
small
thing.
stuff where I would wake up and I'm like, man, I wish I didn't have to shower. It would literally start small stuff. I'd be like,
Okay, but what if you just
man, I
think?
wish I didn't have a shower today.
What if you just think?
Clean.
Oh, I can
Wow,
think
that's
faster.
strange. Man, I
Then
wish I
anything
didn't. I
happens.
wish I didn't have to make coffee today. Oh, coffee's made. Then I'd be like, wow, I wish my truck was fully fine. I wish I didn't have to fix nothing on my truck. Next thing you know, my driver's side door opens. Perfectly fine. Oh, this
First
is
world
strange.
problems.
It'd be strange. And I'm like, wow, man, I wish I didn't have to drive from Brookville to Inglewood, which is literally like 10 minutes. I wish I didn't have to drive from Brookville to Inglewood. Next thing you know, I'm there at my job in my truck. I'm like, it would start from small things. Be like, quick moments of my morning that would then progress to, I wish that the world was different in the sight of my eyes only. Banga banga, there's now nothing happening. And it's like, I wish I could just play video games with nothing else happening in the world.
I would just ruin people's
And here
lives.
I am.
I'd keep it small and I'd ruin people's lives. Like I'd be like,
You're
I would just
ruining
create the-
lives is what I'm counteracting now with my powers.
I would
Whatever
just
you
like sit
say,
here.
Adrian's broadest power is now useless in my reality. Say it now.
Like I would wake up and just be like,
Hey.
the first thought I would have is Chase is gonna have a work meeting.
You're dead. Okay.
At 1 p.m.
Anyways.
and at precisely 1:07 p.m. Chase is gonna get naked, oil up, and twerk in front of all the executives. Like that's what I would do, just to create that pattern of
Okay, that
events.
syncs up with both
Not
our
specifically you,
realities,
Chase, but
so
that was
that's
just
a
the closest
go.
example. And because Chase needs to get oiled up and twerk for
No,
us.
Mine would be everybody's oiled up and is
Everybody's
working
oiled.
nonstop until everybody dies, and then
That's like 5 days. That's a lot
First
of
thought,
energy exerted
first thought,
into one act.
everybody's mewing. That's my first thought. Everybody's mewing.
That's easy.
I don't know how to do it. Oh shit, Gannon's doing it. Shh. I'm bricked up.
And if you get bricked up, you die. So, hey, we win again.
you would be dead too.
No chub.
No
Strictly-
chub.
We spent a shit ton of time on that, actually.
I'm Kendrick, and y'all are Drake at this point.
Do we want to talk about anything else, or I mean,
Do
that's
we
all
have the
I
time?
had for.
I don't even think we have the time.
We
already have-
are. We've been
I
cooking.
mean, we went almost 2 hours last episode.
But we missed an episode because of technical difficulties. So
Well,
My grandma died.
that was the makeup for it.
Oh,
Did she?
the time after that time, yes, it was technical difficulty. My grandma did die. But it was a
I'm sorry
week
for laughing,
before.
but that just
It just came out of
that
nowhere. I
just
was like,
came out of
what?
nowhere.
Did I thought like your other grandma died? I was like, no.
Just now?
It's a great grandma.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
That gave me another heart attack.
That's part of my reality.
That caught me
Welcome
off
to it.
guard. That was just so out of nowhere. Fuck, dude, I gotta pee, man.
Go pee. I mean, are we ending it, or do you guys want to
I mean, that's up
talk
to y'all.
another talk?
You can find us on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
I'm talking Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. I'm a Spotify user personally,
No,
so if you ever
you
hear
should
that
be
slip
you
up,
should be telling them to use your
Yeah.
manifestation powers.
Just think it. No words. Just think.
Spotify only. It has video and audio reception on that one app for the same amount that you would pay for YouTube Plus or Apple Crap Fest times 1,000. Also, sign up for a Patreon right now. It's $3. That's legitimately the same amount that you pay divided by 2 of what you pay for Netflix alone. But it's for something that you actually care about instead of Netflix giving you this half-assed, dumb, overly processed shit that you all watch on a monthly basis. That's stupid. That's so dumb. Don't do that anymore. Instead, drop $3 for people that you care about, people that you want to see
I'm
give more
manifesting you
reactions to.
spending $3.
And
Manifest.
I'm counteracting it so that the $3 is by
$3.
$3.
I'm counteracting it to say that they can only spend $3 if they truly want to and want to support passionate creators.
Well,
who are,
actually, no, because
just
I
trying to,
activated
liven
my
your
support domain.
guys'
It's-
weeks.
I activated my support domain inside of your domain expansion, so your domain expansion
I
can't miss
bring
attack
out-
is not going to hit me.
Maharaga, motherfucker. Get up in Maharaga. I don't even care about none of that power shit, dude. Anyways,
Oh, God.
do what you want at the end of the day. None of these superpowers, none of these things will ever change in your life unless you change yourself. Love yourself, love who you are, and above all, smile more than the person that has nothing to say.
Oh, I actually just manifested that you saying that was cut out of the episode.
I uppercutted that manifestation with my fist, and I then punched you in the teeth. And then I ripped out your teeth individually, and I ate them. So now I have 3 sets of teeth.
Why was
I'm now
3? Where'd you get the
shark.
second? Oh, never mind.
Adrian and then Chase. Yeah, Chase didn't even start this, but he lost his teeth.
why did I get lopped in?
Hey, no,
Lumped
fuck
in.
you. Your teeth
Lopped
getting
in?
taken too. I'm not going alone.
If my teeth were already taken, how would I then have 3 sets of teeth that I already thought of? The power counteracts, but it doesn't counteract if it's already been counteracted.
Cataracts.
Arachnid. Cataracts is actually a good point. But, arachnid. We're going to take counteract, arachnid. Spider-Man. Never dropping another good movie ever. Let's end the podcast.
I think Spider-Man's the only saving grace for Marvel, but
That's
We'll save that for
insane.
next episode.
That's crazy. My Midnight Suns is in the duffel. Midnight Suns is in the duffel. Can be pulled out in literally any time and destroy all of Marvel if it was done right.
I have to
Blade,
pee.
Ghost Rider, Moon Knight.
Bad.
Pee your
I'm
mouth.
going to pee myself.
That's my next part
I'm
of
going
my
to
reality.
pee myself.
all right. Well,
Good,
Adrian,
yeah.
do you have anything you wanted to end on?
No, I was going to ask if you had
I guess
anything.
in this reality.
Well, I mean, if nobody
no,
has
I didn't have anything.
else, that is all the time we have for you guys today on the Something Original podcast. Make sure to catch us next time. We're definitely going to be talking about Something Scores for Elden Ring, and maybe we're going to delve into this Spider-Man topic we just started fucking talking about. But that is all the time we have for you guys for today. My name is Adrian.
And I'm Chase.
And I was, am, and will always be Gannon. 16 in Los Angeles?
Fuck Drake.
Euphoria. Fuck Drake.
Meet
Bye.
the Grams!